Hey y'all, it's Mary and welcome to Guzzle. Today I am going to be reacting to an uber successful duo on YouTube named LankyBox that creates content with a target audience of children.
In this video, we have an awesome burrito party with all of our friends in celebration of Ghosty. Let's go!
I don't even know where to begin with reacting to this. Yes, I can't even get a word in. It's a nonstop assault on your attention span. It feels like with all the camera movement, the sound effects, and the titles, it's like one of those, I did a whole documentary on casinos about how it creates this dopamine chemical jackpot in your brain when you hear all the sights and you see all the sounds and the flashing lights. It feels like this is going to have the same effect, but in children's developing brains, doesn't it? But I don't know, maybe this is, maybe it's just the intro and it's going to calm down after a minute. Let's see what happens.
Now guys, we have to clear up some miscommunication. Ghosty is available on LankyBoxShop.com. She will always be available on LankyBoxShop.com. She is here forever.
And of course, we barely made it past the half-minute mark and we're already plugging our merch. In a video that's targeting children, it's a lot.
Oh, Adam, today we are allowed to use Adam's mom's kitchen because we're actually cooking up some snacks in the celebration.
Also, I feel like this dude has just totally lost his voice after filming all the videos that he must have filmed in this style to get to, let's see how many subscribers they have. Oh, wow. 32.7 million subscribers. I mean, I just feel like when he hits that 40 mark, he's not going to be able to talk anymore. I'm worried about him.
Listen up! It is a burrito competition. Foxy says, what kind of contest is this, Justy? Everybody's going to make their own special burrito. Adam and I are going to taste test them. We're going to judge them. And we're going to give them a rating. And we're going to see who wins. Rocky says, this is going to rock.
We're going to need to pause. This is it's very intense. We're going to need to take a lot of breaks to make it through this. Actually, don't worry. We're not going to make it through the whole thing. I wouldn't put you through that. I'm not trying to torture you here. But I'm thinking about if you got almost 33 million subs, how many children are watching this day in and day out? I don't want to be, I'm almost 40. And as I age, I hear myself saying more and more back in my day. I don't want to do that, but I just want to say, I'm trying to think back to whether we had any content that was this cringe for kids on TV. I'm not saying that every Saturday morning cartoon was worthy of a Peabody Award. I'm not saying that show, you can't do that on television on Nickelodeon where they dump slime on people's heads. That wasn't highbrow content, all right? But still, doesn't it just seem like this is at another level, which is what the internet and its algorithms do to content? It's, this is a lot.
Okay. Oh, yeah! Okay. Who's up first, Adam? Who's up first?
Oh, let's do Rocky.
Okay, Rocky, what ingredients you want to use? Rocky says, let me look.
Oh! What's that, Rocky?
Oh, Rocky says, I found the best ingredient. Rocky Road ice cream.
Oh, guys, look at the burrito.
So, okay, I guess there's a premise. We're making burritos with ice cream, of course, because if you want to attract kids to your channel, the most surefire way to do it is to throw a bunch of junk food onto your thumbnails. Let's also not forget the character development we've got going on here. I know y'all heard that voice that he gave to his plushie that he's selling.
What is this?
Oh, that's some spinach, Rocky.
I mean, I just think, though, if you were a puppeteer on Sesame Street or a writer who was coming up with these skits on the best way to really teach our kids the alphabet or how to respect your neighbor or share your toys, these life lessons. And then you're looking at how this content is blowing up on YouTube. I have to think that it's depressing for you.
Yeah, look, I'm a little watermelon man. Yeah, okay.
Obviously, nobody over the age of 5 is making it through this video. It's just physically impossible to survive.
Get a big bite, Adam. Get a big bite, okay? Big boy bite. Big boy bite. Get a big boy bite, okay?
This is creepy. This is truly creepy. They're talking to each other as if they're babies or toddlers. And let me just put it out there. These dudes are almost 30 years old.
How's that? Oh, man! Oh!
And the thing is, their content wasn't always this cringe. We didn't start here. If you go back and you look at their history, you can see how they first met. They met at a film festival.
We both actually used to make films, cool. And I saw Justin's and it was like really like sad and pathetic, but also like kind of funny.
That's who we are as people.
us.
Yeah, exactly.
Sad, pathetic, but also kind of funny. And that's who we are as people. Well, I mean, if you look at their content now, then I won't say that's inaccurate, but I mean, there is this self-deprecating humor here, and they're talking at a frequency that doesn't hurt my ears. So, they just seem like two normal dudes, right?
Hi, my name is Justin, and I'm here to do some fidget spinner tricks for you today. Sometimes when I think about my life, I really do think spinning is my destiny.
And if you look at their channel and you look at some of the earliest videos they were making, they were these funny remakes of music videos. And so, whether that's your style or not, look, these had creativity, they had a vision, and they could be watched by somebody who didn't need a pacifier. But as you scroll down through their catalog of videos over time, you start to see the saturation and the colors on their thumbnails go to max levels. And I swear by the time this dude dyes his hair purple, his voice shoots up 2 octaves.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
And again, this is what the algorithm does to content. It destroys it, as it also destroys the brains of the viewers consuming it. And maybe you're like, look, Mary, these videos are pretty harmless, okay? I feel like you're reaching. I mean, these are just a bunch of stuffed animals making burritos. But if you ask the parents of the kids who are watching these videos, they would disagree with you. LankyBox content would detonate a Victorian child. LankyBox is the mainstream media YouTuber equivalent of the devil. Can we talk about LankyBox? I hate them. I hate them both so much. I hate the impression they have on my kid. I hate their dynamic. It all feels so strange to me.
Now, I'm going to set up the watermelon shower.
I try and cut LankyBox out, and his dad goes against me, so now I have a 7-year-old once again chewing my ear off about the new damned cyborg range of their stupid, overpriced plushies.
Whoa! Now every night, Boxy can tell me Adam's secret.
I, as a parent, deserve to know what the heck is up with these adult men parroting as children, obsessing about milk and chicken nuggets. LankyBox is so painfully unfunny. My little sister is watching them right now, and the guy with the glasses cannot go 1 second without screaming.
Guys, this is not a joke. Rocky's a genius! Wow! Woo! Let's go!
I hope to God my sister stops watching them. They're probably melting her brain cells. Now, I will say there is some hope because it appears that kids eventually grow out of their LankyBox obsession, because here's a comment from one that says, I used to like them when I was 8 and 9. Now I am 10, and I think they're annoying. He got out. He did it. Ladies, gentlemen, and all in between, a round of applause for this random child. Now, even though a lot of people on the internet are dragging LankyBox as being super annoying, including 10-year-olds apparently, look, I'm sure they don't care. I have a feeling that they are making their millions. I mean, if you have that many subscribers and you've got parents who are saying their kids can't shut up about buying the merch, you got to be making some dough. Not to mention, their products are sold in Target. And so again, I am sure they are making their millions off of this. But I do have to ask, if you have to act like an infant every day, is it worth being wealthy? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a philosophical question worth pondering.
Open eyes, I'm a little baby. Hoping that I'm not going crazy.
But I think what might be the worst part about LankyBox is not just that their content is annoying and overstimulating, it's that they don't have good morals. Many YouTubers have covered how LankyBox blatantly steals people's thumbnail designs. And unfortunately, because they're the bigger channel, they reap the rewards of the smaller channel's creativity. And of course, that's because YouTube's algorithm favors them. It recommends them. That's how all these parents say that the videos are surfacing in their feed. And that's because they're not restricted. They are okay for children. That is concerning, because we should be showing our kids content that not only develops their mind instead of frying it, but also teaches them good values that apparently these dudes do not have. And on that note, I would just like to make an open appeal to YouTube here. How about you stop promoting LankyBox content, which is driving parents and kids over the age of 10 insane, and instead just start promoting a different creator of children's content who actually shares ethical life lessons and who has a super calming energy.
But you know, the toughest thing is to love somebody who has done something mean to you, especially when that somebody has been yourself. Have you ever done anything mean to yourself? Well, it's very important to look inside yourself and find that loving part of you. That's the part that you must take good care of and never be mean to, because that's the part of you that allows you to love your neighbor. And your neighbor is anyone you happen to be with at any time of your life.
All right, y'all, that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. I also want to give a very special shout out to my thirsty stands over on Patreon. Your support helps make this channel possible, so thank y'all so much. Speaking of support, if you want to see more videos like this where I react to and investigate shady moneymakers, then subscribe so you can slurp up all the tea I'm spilling here on Guzzle. Appreciate y'all watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.